we have Matthew and Jack. You are black, right? G3. You ever seen that? This guy think he's a grandmaster or something? That's weird, right? You know what he's trying to do there? He's trying to bean Keto. The bishop on the long diagonal. It's one of those rare pieces that doesn't actually have to be in the center to be a good piece. So this isn't a bad idea. It's just kind of an advanced development. It's not something you see every day at this level, okay? Let's see how you handled it. You put a pawn in the center. That's what you got to do. Bishop G2, Bishop C5. Bishop C5 right here. Develop the pieces, homie. Knight C3, Knight F6. Love it. Love it. E4. That's not so great. But you followed it up with not so great. You played Knight G4. Okay. You're going for the fried liver, right? So as white, you probably play the fried liver. Is that true?
I did.
When you're white, do you play this whole E4, Bishop C4, Knight G5 thing? Okay. Okay. Not only is this just a bad move here, you just lost a piece, right? So you're not paying attention to your opponent's threats. We're going to talk about that. But just a piece of advice moving forward. Recognize that this square is weak, and that in the middle game, even after they get past it, there's going to be tactics. But this is really not what you want to do. You're moving a piece twice before the rest of the pieces are developed and before you're casting. Alright, I'm glad you lost this piece here. It would have been better if you lost the game, because then it would have been a hard lesson to learn and you would have really, really remembered not to do it anymore. But I bet you're going to do it again, even though I'm saying this. I just know it. What?
At the end of the game, yeah, because
okay, we're going to get there. So he helps you out a little bit. Okay, but so let's learn the lesson. Even though you won this game, we'll learn the lesson. This is not what you want to do. First of all, it's just like basic, you can't really neglect an obvious threat. You don't do that. But even if he wasn't taking it, most of the time there's a way to deal with this, and you end up regretting the loss of time with your knight anyway. So get castled here. Get the other knight out. Get the other pieces into the game, okay? Develop a plan that your opponent can't stop. Any differences? Do you really? Not if chess. It's not hope chess. It's a plan that's based on things that are already weak in the position. Like when you have a strong bishop and dark squares are weak, or if you have your pawns facing a certain direction, it's almost always good to try to attack in that direction and open up more lines. You know what I'm saying?
Because he thought that she thought it's
I'm just trying to give you advice that will apply to future games, dude. And the point is, you want to develop plans that don't require cooperation, okay? They don't require your opponent to play along. You're improving your position anyway, little by little. And if they blunder along the way, well then, hallelujah. All right? But that's really how you want to play chess. So this is bad. He took it. You should definitely lose this game. You go. Oh, he hangs his queen. Okay. But I just want to point out, like, it's just one move here after this bad move. If he just takes here instead, good.
Yeah, that was good.
And now what? You're down a piece, 2 pawns, and at a high level you'd be mated within 10 moves. But even if he doesn't mate you within 10 moves, you're just completely lost, right? I mean, look, you're down significantly. I'm checking here, I'm taking here with check, and even if I did nothing and just retreated, I'm up a significant amount of material. So the position is actually just completely lost. Okay? Remember, knowing that you could have been lost is not the end of the world, right? I know kids don't like that. Like, they don't want to hear, like, oh, you know, well, you're saying I was completely lost, but I still won, right? Or, you know, if he plays bad, of course that's true. But when you're studying and trying to get better, you want to assume the best is coming and develop plans based on that. And chess is very much a game of math, because if you learn how to win when you're winning, and when you're always winning, like if you were white in these shoes, you would want me to be telling you to have good technique, always look for your opponent's threats, keep the position simple and trade when you're ahead. The things that you want to do when you're winning are what make a really good chess player, because you can't always control if you're going to play somebody who's better than you who may just beat you. But if you're in a winning position, you have to win those games. So your opponent really, he just broke #1 rule of chess, which is he got lazy as soon as he's winning. As soon as I'm winning, my opponent's threats are more important than my own. So I would never miss this.
Yeah, but I didn't.
You got sloppy too? Okay, we'll get there. Let's keep going. I'll stop talking. Let's see. So you win the queen. That's fantastic. He goes here. You play knight c6.
If I take here and he beats like here.
Yeah. Very good. So now you're being aware of your opponent's threat. That's what he wasn't doing. So you stopped your opponent's threat. I love it. Focus. Love it, love it. 92, you win the pawn. Fantastic.
Which is?
Cackle. You cackle. Cackle long. Nice.
You know what?
Knight to b5, he attacks your queen, and you say, no soup for you. Queen h6. And then he does the same trick. You guys are just like doing each other favors here. You know?
This is where we stopped. This is where we came down. This exact spot. We wanted to know, what do you do here?
Well, first of all, even in this position, you're walking into attacking. So already this was a mistake. Again, that's the difference. You don't just want to tell yourself, oh, I blundered my queen here. Even if you move your queen, you just gave him another chance to get back in the game.
Yep.
So, again, it's what did I say his mindset should have been? If I'm up material, I have just a very simple plan, all right? My opponent's threats are more important than mine. Yes, trading is usually good when you're up this much material. Not always. So I like to use a phrase that's not just trade pieces, but actually I like to call it keep it simple. Keeping it simple most of the time will imply trading, but sometimes it just implies, you know, don't miss my opponent's threats. All I need to do is make solid moves, and I'm going to win this game. You're up a queen for a knight. So, I mean, moving the queen here, any of those scores is better. And yes, of course, even after you did this, not hanging your queen would have been better, right? But by definition, if you're playing here, like you already put yourself in the line, there's a chance you're going to miss this. You see what I'm saying? So the real mistake in the game was not blundering your queen. The real mistake is a lack of discipline about how to win a winning position. You're focused on your threat instead of being focused on his threat. If you're winning, you have no right to just neglect your opponent's threats.
I was thinking more about my bishop than my queen and then
Well, it's because he played this move and it's like in your face and you're like, holy smokes. Well, what do you think he did when you played d5? He was thinking more about your pawn than your bishop, right? So you should have learned from him, right? The whole board. Okay, we should get some meditation exercises going here. You guys can open your mind a little bit. Think about things outside of your immediate periphery, all right? Okay. C5. Okay, so you take and then he returns the favor. And you're like, holy shenanigans. Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Oh no. Okay, now you actually should have taken here. Forward, everybody's forward. Okay? So don't just automatically recapture. It's called an intermezzo. Again, we talked about switch and switch, right? You take here. Now you're attacking a number of pieces. Okay? Automatic recaptures are the worst thing that ever happened. Okay, since the telephone. The worst thing that's ever happened since the telephone. Okay? People used to live in peace, and then the telephone.
and also the worst thing
What?
was
Later on? Okay. What I'm saying, automatic recaptures here. Okay, we'll get to that. But autopilot is not good for chess. Your opponent makes a move, you never automatically recapture. Think about other moves here. All right, again, worst thing since the telephone. Don't you forget it. Okay, G takes H6, Knight F4, Bishop to F5, C3, D takes C, B takes C, A6. All right, well, you're still playing some disciplined chess. Material's now equal. So the fact that you outplayed him again, that's not totally bad of you, right? A6, Knight A3, and you win the piece. Boom, town. Boom, town. Rookie 1, Bishop B2, love it. All right, he moved this rook?
Yeah, he moved this.
Okay, so now he goes Knight H5, and you go here to trap him, and he takes, and you said, all right, that's okay by me. Now he moves here, and you take it.
Well,
Wait, no.
Oh, he moved here, and then you took him to here, I see.
maybe bishop come out here, yeah. So you can attack here with this. Right, see there. So you can
Oh,
attack here.
yeah, something went wrong, you're right. I can't tell what happened here on your score sheet. Go ahead, look at it. Well, you played Bishop E3, and then he took and you took, and then what happened? B takes C6, BC, and then it says he played something. Rook to something. Rook to D1? What did he play? Right, that's what I thought. Rook B1, and then it says you took here, right?
So don't just
No, because I remember I took here.
Oh, you took here. Okay, yeah, I can handle from there. Okay, so takes, now rook d5, I see. Knight f4, you defend the rook, the bishop, I see. And then he moved here and he said thank you. Right? Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Merry Kwanzaa. All right, we're going to call it right there. All right, you're just up 2 rooks here. You're just winning. You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Oh man, he wants to enjoy his victory.
Also, I think this pawn wasn't there for some reason. I don't know what.
Okay, well we'll keep going. Bishop takes A1. He moves.
I think it's just.
Anyway, you won this pawn. No, his pawn was on C4. Then you took it and C5.
What happened to that?
Then you take this one.
Check.
Well, if I was taking
Well, you know, I think the score sheet is a little hard to follow, but you won in just a few moves. And I know it. Up top. Way to come back. Especially after losing your queen. He lost his queen. Queen lost party. You're welcome. See you guys.